Alright, welcome back to More Than PG's Gaming. I'm your host, Mune, and today we're going to talk about a little bit of bag and organization. And this can be used for a variety of events. I know our guild is doing an event that has a contest with vouchers. So just uh, this is something that allows you to have more icons on screen at a time, as well as be able to see the items uh, in fairly good detail. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put on L1 and press left, or you can press start and go over to items and go to inventory. Alright, as you can see, I have a few bags, just kind of all in a row. You can R2 through them, and with the update with mod 12B on console, at least on the PS4, you can go down to inventory options, which allows you to do all sorts of neat things like sort your bags and display options, as well as identify all and convert refinement points. I don't ever recommend this option whatsoever. So what we're going to play around with today is the display options. So first thing I'm going to have you do is we have a lot of choices what we're doing here, okay? So first things first, I like my bag, instead of it looking like, what is it, 7 bags, we're going to go ahead and switch it to 1 bag. If you close this, you can see what the implications are. The only bad thing is if you try to move items and exchange them, you'll get the error message from time to time that just says inventory full. I'm not sure if this is a bug or not, but let's go ahead and move on. Alright, next, you can change your icon size. This is a wonderful little trick if you're trying to fit more items on your screen. Now, for many of us, we don't really have too big of televisions or monitors or whatever the heck we're playing it on, and so these things can be kind of small for our eyes. But if we're doing something simple like, I don't know, counting how many we have of a specific item, we can do so. Well, I'm just looking in here and I'm just like, oh yeah, I want to just see my blue items. I want to see how many I have, see if I have any stacks or anything like that, because it gets kind of crazy. So we're going to go ahead and hit that touchpad one more time to get down to inventory options. We're going to go down to display options, and we're going to go ahead and select this. Mind you, when you first select this, it'll ask you show only quantity or quality, and you have to hit square to select what you're looking for. You can select junk, because like this game, for whatever reason, has selected that my portal stones are junk, playing with same with my priceless platinum bowl. You can select more than one with this, which is kind of nice. Uh, like you could say, oh, I only want to see common, or I only want to see epic and legendary. Well, I don't have any legendary. Okay, or mythic. Nope, no mythic either. Okay, so we're going to select rare for what we want to do. By doing so, we can see what all of the ones that we have. Well, I see that I have a treasure map that I have 2 of. You can kind of see it there. Same with this one, and some voodoo dolls, some bags of rough astral diamonds, some discarded equipment, stronghold chest of campaigns, some ornately carved boxes, and so forth. It's really useful when you're just trying to get the icon there and then what it actually is. So I have this. I'm going to go ahead and open this, and I'm not sure what my guild needs. I will look here in a moment. But what will happen is you'll be able to see the vouchers. Alright, so for our contest that we're having, you'll be required to have all your vouchers on your screen, and only technically your vouchers, but if other items are present, that's fine. What you can do is, because of the way that this is organized, you could say, oh yeah, show by bag, small icons, and then you can move all your vouchers into your topmost bag if you wanted to without the uh, inventory options. So let's say we say filter is none, and we go ahead and go back to the normal size. So it's easy to go back, which is fine. But if I just was like, oh yeah, I only want to see certain items. So let's say I have these vouchers, these major gem vouchers. You put them in your first bag, and then let's say I have these. You put these in your first bag, and then these. Okay? Just hypothetically saying that these are like blue vouchers. You hit that touchpad again, go to display options, and we're going to go ahead and say no. We're going to say small, and then we're going to go ahead and select this. And hypothetically, we're just going to take purple. Okay? So what will happen is my vouchers that I put and my lockboxes that I put up here are first on my list, and I can see that. And the next item is a piece of equipment, and I can obviously see that. So this is great if you're doing a quick count of stuff. I don't know where that came from. Oh, it must have come out of something else. All right, and so this is what we're looking at. We can take a look at all the details of this. And if this looks a little bit too complex, just remember if you ever get lost, you can always go back to inventory options and display options. If you're like, oh yeah, I don't like them being small, I like looking at my bags, so large, and then I don't like the filter, just turn it back to none, yes, and large. For my default, I always say no for a show by bag. So I get to look at everything like this. And you just hit circle and it goes back. I'm going to go ahead and organize my inventory real quick because it's all nice and tidy, and it'll move everything back to where it belongs, which is really useful. I have some vouchers down here, but just a heads up, like that's all you really needed to do to organize that. Hopefully that's been useful. Uh, there are little tricks and trades to do all sorts of little things with your bag, but the biggest hindrance is not being able to move something when you really want to move it. So, and getting that error message. All right, so if you want to organize, it has to the display option always has to be yes if you want to move stuff without any hindrances. I hope this gets fixed soon. I hear that there's maintenance on Wednesday coming up, and I'm not sure what that maintenance will entail, but keep an eye on it. It might change how this works, but this is how we're going to do it for our contest in our guild. Just if you're wondering what I am talking about, check your guild mail. You'll get a mail from me, and it'll have all the information. So thank you for watching.